Welcome back to Renee Glenn's channel. This is part 2 of the Atlanta Falcons Dirty Pour Cup that I've done. So I have already gone ahead and added the decal to the front of it. I will turn it on so you can see. And it took me forever to create this vinyl decal, but it's done. And now I am getting ready to epoxy it so you will see how the colors will come back out. Okay, so I still have my tape on here, and I'm using this silicone, look, Betty Crocker spatula I got from Dollar Tree, and I like to use it to put my epoxy on. I don't know why, but for some reason it just creates a smooth coat when I get ready to. My epoxy is so close to curing that it's not going to take me long for this to dry. And you know why? Because it's already almost 12 o'clock and this cup is due tomorrow. So I find that when you put the epoxy on and it is already hot, when I tell you it really takes maybe not even an hour for it to be dry, that is it. So this would have been even better if I would have got it on before it got so tacky, because it's really hard to pull it back and forth, but that's okay. So when I hit it with a little bit of heat, it's going to loosen it up just a little bit, or just enough. I want to make sure I get the handle just enough for me to be able to manipulate it. So I'm just making sure I get enough on there, because like I said, it will. You can see already how it's getting bright again from where it had dried. So I'm going to hit it with a little bit of heat. It's going to pop some of these bubbles, but I didn't have that many bubbles because I used my epoxy spinner. But it will also soften up the epoxy for a minute, and it will allow me to spread it nicely over the cup. And believe it or not, because it's ready, I don't, oh see, look at how smooth that is. I don't even need that much epoxy. I just need enough to make sure that it covers the vinyl decal, that it covers every area, that the handle is nicely covered. But I'll go back over the handle anyway, because when I tell you the handle takes nothing, I mean it takes nothing. It's the vinyl that I'm more so concerned about, and that lip. So it's hard to see, but I'm trying to look to see just where I put that tape. And it's okay if I go over it a little bit, because I am going to take the tape off before it gets completely dry, because I do not want the tape to be a part of the cup. And when I remove it, it will just have you'll just see the clear glass, nothing else. So yeah, so because the epoxy went all nice and thick, it nicely coats over the vinyl. So I really don't need to do more than one coat, which is what I'm aiming for. Just you gotta make sure you really have around this handle, because I can't tell you how many of these I've done, and after the fact the handle is missing one spot, one little teeny tiny spot. I'm like, I shouldn't have to do the whole cup just for this one spot. And you can tell only because you don't see the glossiness like you do in everything else. And I'm just putting a little on the rim, not so much of the end of the cup, because I didn't really paint the bottom of the cup. Because when everything is finished, whatever I didn't get, all I have to do is take a little acetone and it will remove the paint. So at this point, I'm just checking to make sure that I covered everything with the epoxy from top to bottom. And then I will pass the heat over it. You can't see it, but I see some dimples to get out all of the there we go, imperfections. So it'll be good to go. I think this may be it. Sorry that my machine is making so much noise. It's really that handle that I'm concerned about. I want to make sure it's covered. But I think I'm good. Everything looks good. The handle looks good. From the bottom to the top. Woohoo! So this video wouldn't take as long as I thought, because that's pretty much it. Then it dries, and then I will, in about an hour, I will remove the band so that it will not be permanently stuck. I'm removing all air bubbles again. Thought I saw. And I'll wait for a little while, but I will probably come and pass the heat over one more time. Yeah, because I see that there are some air bubbles above the logo of the name, and I really want to try and get this as clear as possible. As clear as I could possibly get it. And when I say they're like microscopic bubbles, that's what they are. But I did get them. I just want to make sure that over time that they do not circle themselves around the cup and land someplace else. But it looks good. And that is part 2 and the end of this tutorial. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.